Hello and welcome! Do you ever feel like you're running on empty, even after a full night's sleep? Does your jobby, which you once found exciting, now feel like a daily chore you just have to get through? If this sounds familiar, you might be experiencing something more than just stress. You might be on the path to burnout. Workplace burnout is a serious issue that affects millions of people, and it's much more than just feeling tired. It's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged or excessive stress. It can leave you feeling cynical, detached, and ineffective, impacting not just your career, but your entire life. But here's the good news. Burnout is not a life sentence. You can recognize the signs, take control, and reclaim your energy and passion. Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of workplace burnout. We'll explore the 7 key signs you shouldn't ignore, understand the hidden costs of letting stress run your life, and most importantly, equip you with practical, effective strategies to combat it. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to break free from burnout and transform your work life for the better. So, how do you know if you're just stressed or actually burning out? Let's look at the first sign. Chronic exhaustion. This isn't your typical end-of-the-week tiredness. This is a deep, bone-weary fatigue that doesn't go away with rest. You might wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. This physical and emotional drain is a classic hallmark of burnout. Your energy reserves are depleted, and simple tasks can feel like climbing a mountain. The second sign is increased cynicism and detachment from your job. You might start feeling negative about your work, your colleagues, or the organization as a whole. This is often a defense mechanism. When you're overwhelmed, it's easier to emotionally distance yourself than to stay engaged. You might find yourself being more irritable, making sarcastic comments, or just trying to get through the day with minimal interaction. This is your brain trying to protect itself from further emotional strain. Sign number 3 is a sense of ineffectiveness and lack of accomplishment. Despite working hard, maybe even harder than ever, you feel like you're not making a difference. Your productivity might drop, and you start to doubt your own abilities. This feeling of being incompetent can create a vicious cycle. The more you doubt yourself, the less you achieve, which in turn fuels your feelings of inadequacy. It's a frustrating and demoralizing experience. Next, let's talk about the fourth sign. Physical symptoms. Burnout isn't just in your head. It manifests in your body. You might experience frequent headaches, stomach problems, or muscle pain. Your immune system can also take a hit, making you more susceptible to colds and other illnesses. Many people also report changes in their sleep patterns, either struggling with insomnia or wanting to sleep all the time. These are your body's alarm bells, telling you that the level of stress you're under is unsustainable. The fifth sign is emotional exhaustion. You feel completely drained, with no emotional capacity left. This can lead to a shorter temper, increased irritability, or feeling on the verge of tears for no apparent reason. You might find it hard to control your emotions, leading to conflicts at work and at home. This isn't a character flaw. It's a direct result of your emotional resources being completely used up by chronic stress. Sign number 6 is a tendency to withdraw and isolate yourself. When you're burned out, socializing can feel like a massive effort. You might start turning down invitations, avoiding team lunches, or just keeping to yourself at your desk. While a little alone time is healthy, consistent withdrawal can be a red flag. This isolation can worsen feelings of loneliness and detachment, making it even harder to break out of the burnout cycle. Finally, the 7th sign is neglecting your own needs. You might find yourself skipping meals, not exercising, or giving up hobbies you once enjoyed. Self-care goes out the window because you simply don't have the energy or motivation for it. You're so focused on just surviving the workday that everything else, including your own well-being, takes a back seat. This neglect only deepens the state of exhaustion. If several of these signs are resonating with you, please know you are not alone, and it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that your circumstances have become overwhelming. Recognizing these signs is the crucial first step. So, what can you do about it? Let's move on to the strategies to fight back and reclaim your life. The first and most powerful strategy is to set clear boundaries. In today's always-on work culture, it's easy to let work bleed into every corner of your life. You need to Consciously decide when your workday starts and when it ends. This means turning off work notifications after hours, not checking emails on weekends, and learning to say no to additional tasks when your plate is already full. Saying no isn't about being uncooperative. It's about protecting your well-being so you can continue to perform well in the long run. Next, prioritize self-care. This isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for recovery. Make time for activities that recharge you. This could be anything from exercise, which is a powerful stress reducer, to hobbies like painting, reading, or gardening. Ensure you're getting enough sleep, eating nutritious meals, and staying hydrated. These fundamental acts of self-care rebuild your physical and emotional reserves, giving you the strength to cope with stress. Another essential strategy is to seek support. Don't try to handle burnout on your own. Talk to a trusted supervisor or manager about your workload. Sometimes, a simple conversation can lead to practical solutions like delegating tasks or adjusting deadlines. Lean on your friends and family for emotional support. Sharing what you're going through can lift a huge weight off your shoulders. And if you feel completely overwhelmed, consider talking to a mental health professional. They can provide tools and strategies specifically tailored to your situation. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques can also make a huge difference. Practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga can help calm your nervous system and bring you back to the present moment. Even taking a few 5-minute breaks throughout the day to just breathe and clear your head can prevent stress from building up to an unmanageable level. These techniques help you create mental space and reduce the feeling of being constantly overwhelmed. Reevaluating your job and your goals is another important step. Sometimes, burnout is a signal that your current role or career path is no longer a good fit. Take some time to reflect on what you truly value and what gives you a sense of purpose. What aspects of your job do you enjoy? What parts drain you? This reflection might lead to small changes, like seeking out projects that align more with your passions, or it might point you toward a larger career change. The goal is to find work that energizes you rather than drains you. Finally, try to find meaning and a sense of control. Burnout often thrives on feelings of powerlessness. Look for small ways to regain a sense of agency in your work. Can you organize your workspace differently? Can you take initiative on a small project you care about? Celebrate small wins to combat the feeling of ineffectiveness. Reconnecting with the why behind your work, the purpose it serves, can also reignite your motivation and passion. Breaking free from burnout is a journey, not an overnight fix. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a commitment to change. Start by implementing one or two of these strategies. Maybe you'll commit to a hard stop at 6 p.m. every day, or perhaps you'll schedule a 20-minute walk during your lunch break. Small, consistent steps are what lead to lasting transformation. Remember, your health and well-being are your most valuable assets. You deserve to have a work life that is fulfilling and sustainable, not one that leaves you feeling empty and exhausted. By recognizing the signs of burnout and actively taking steps to combat it, you can take back control, rediscover your passion, and build a healthier, happier relationship with your work. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a balanced and fulfilling life. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are your best strategies for managing work stress? Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.